Bernie Sanders, as I was talking about with John Nichols, he is proposing universal college education. It would be funded through a Wall Street transaction tax. Now, Wolf Blitzer is in a quandary here. His mind is blown that Bernie's proposing a totally sensible and smart tax. He also is aware that he doesn't really want to be talking about policy to begin with because, you know, that whole sort of strategy of not talking about policy is doing wonders. He wants as quickly as possible to get to the Hillary dimension. So he's in a quandary and he's confused. He doesn't know how to deal with Bernie Sanders presenting this sane, smart, healthy, and brilliant idea. And badass Bernie is just staying sharp on it. Let's listen to this clip from CNN.
What you're going to have to do, if you really want to grow the middle class, is say that everybody in this country, regardless of their income, if they have the ability, they're going to get a college education. And today I just introduced legislation that would make public colleges and universities tuition-free.
Where's the money going to come from?
A tax on Wall Street speculation, and that's exactly where it should come from.
Talk about that. What does that mean, a tax on Wall Street speculation?
What it means is, right now, you have people who are becoming phenomenally wealthy by speculating in derivatives and every other type of esoteric instrument that they can. People are getting very rich on Wall Street. What we're going to impose is what exists in dozens of countries around the world, a very modest tax on the transference of large amounts of stock.
What does that mean, very modest? Is that going to pay for tuition-free education?
More than that. This is a very effective and progressive way to raise money. The estimate is it could bring in as much as $300 billion a year.
You think Republicans are going to go along with this?
No, of course they're not.
Well, then if they're not going to go along with it, it's not going to become the law.
No. Right? Well, I don't think it's going to be passed tomorrow. But I think what we have to do is the American people will go along with it. The American people think it's absurd that our young people are leaving school deeply, deeply in debt, and young people can't afford to go to college.
Is Hillary Clinton committed to this cause, as are you?
Wolf, you have to ask Hillary.
Well, what do you think?
I don't work for her. I don't know.
But you know her. You know her position.
Well, I mean, she has to be. I've just introduced legislation. I don't know where Hillary Clinton is coming on this. I believe we got to join Germany, Scandinavia, many other countries around the world and say, if you have the ability, regardless of your income, you're going to be able to go to college tuition free.
So you want to raise taxes?
On the very wealthiest people in this country? Absolutely.
Of course. And he's absolutely right. And the laziness of acting like that's somehow shocking, to put a transaction tax on Wall Street speculation to fund vital American needs, is so mind-blowingly obvious that the only actual question is Bernie. Why is our political system so troglodytic and corrupted that this didn't happen 30 years ago? And then Bernie would look at, but I did like that. There was a little bit of that, like, Wolf, I like you. You're an elderly Jewish guy. Maybe grew up in similar circumstances to me. Maybe you didn't. I enjoy talking to you. If you keep asking me disrespectful questions, I would hate for something to happen to your town car. In my opinion,
Wolf,
in my view.
Wolf, I know that the Republicans will not pass this bill, but it's up to the American people to get behind it. And speaking of which, I think the American people would be really supportive of this bill if they saw me take this bill, roll it up, and shove it straight up Wolf Blitzer's ass. How about that, Wolf?
Wolf, you're going to have a very difficult time asking me about whether it taxes rich people or what Hillary thinks if you're breathing out of a ventilator.
Do I look like Hillary to you? Do you have some sort of huge problem with your eyes? Do I look like Hillary to you?
You will have a huge problem if you keep asking me stupid questions.